Okay, so now we're moving on to day 2 of Anime Midwest 2023. We had 2 panels. One was a pitch your own anime, and the other one was the same as the Gamer Grudge that GF1 usually does, except with anime characters and anime questions as opposed to video games. During our first panel, I had taken a lot of video, and at the end, one of the people there had come up to me and said, "Hey, if you plan on posting this, can you cut me and my daughter out of it?" So whenever they are on camera, you will see this handsome fella show up. And I've made a bunch of cuts at times where either of them speak at length. You might catch a word or two here and there from them, but I cut them out pretty much entirely or covered up the video. So yeah, tags for people who plug their stuff are going to be in the description. I'm going to go back to day 1 and include them there as well, and include day 1's plugs in the description of this one as well, in case you missed it. Another thing, I know a lot of people have reached out and spoken about the people who run this convention. I did address that at the end of the first video. I will just include that clip at the end of this one as well, just to kind of explain, where we are on all that, in case you missed footage from day 1. But anyway, enjoy day 2 of Anime Mid. I am currently waking up on day 2. It is Saturday. We had an awesome night, drank a ton, and we're probably going to do it again. Gamer Grudge was awesome. Hopefully I got decent enough video and everyone's tags and all that, so that way we can give credit where it's due. And today we're going to be doing a similar grudge match, but with anime as opposed to games. And yeah, I'm going to find something to eat and see what we can get into. All kinds of stuff. Cool, my chair's still here. Those are dirty games. And we're back. Day 2. All these lovely folks doing their lovely things. Definitely a collection of all the hottest people. Especially him. Anyway. So here we go again. I'm walking around the art alley looking for a big hairy bastard. Except the big hairy bastard I'm looking for, I actually know what he looks like. And I still can't fucking find him. Look at these people, they're awesome. Yes, this whole vlog is going to be mostly my own face because I don't know what I can and can't film here. So, just look past me. Look past me and see all of the excellence. All things considered and all things I've heard, this is pretty fun. So, let's try to find this big bastard. Yeah, it is. That's a good Mysterio back there. We've stumbled on a gathering. The gathering of the poses.
been this the whole time. Every photo has been long. I literally got a bunch of photos this whole time.
Can you see them? The best part of the con. Food. Truck. Zach, food.
Yes, yes, yes.
Talking food. We had food truck.
Food truck was good.
Food truck was good. And we're still looking for Mac. There you big hairy bastard.
So where are the stairs?
Oh, do you want to hang out here and wait to see if he shows up, or you want to wander like he's obviously doing? Wait. Let's see. We got a meme hub. Check him out. We got everyone. Observe standee. Got all of the most creative and impressive people in Chicago. And gosh darn it, everyone is just so darn hot. Ooh, look at this, look at this, look at everybody. You get yourself loading fruit crafts. Got all the celebrities. I don't know if I should be filming. And we got Zach doing his thing, walking back and forth. I realized I was just pointing the camera at some random person talking about you.
That's a problem.
Well, because I'm sorry, I know I'm making content, but at the same time, I want to see people with my own eyes too. Hold on, that looks delicious.
Do you see it? Yeah.
Chest ache.
I know, but I could eat more.
That's how you get it.
I mean, they say they're in the back. So in the back of what? In the back of the art alley? Because, I mean, I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Well, I'm following you. I'm filming. The E-Girl Patrol is here. Thank God. I'm assuming the patrol is here. Damn, I was trying to get the sign. I don't know why I'm not just stopping people. That's what everyone else is doing. Yeah. So I say, check out their stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know him. Oh, it's the guy from the show, the Goku show. But can he beat One Punch Man? Got tons of everything. We got shirts, we got art. We have all kinds of merchandise. Yes, we have shirt, we have art, we have chart. We've got an absurd amount of maids. Well, you know what? They're on vacation. I like the part where most people are almost taking me out as they walk past. Yeah. Wild Bills gave me water last night. That was awesome. And there's the E-Girl Patrol. And look at this. Let's see. What kind of coolness is going on in the rest area? Lots of rest. And we still can't fucking find Mac. We should ask the E-Girl Patrol to help us find Mac.
Why do you think that would help?
I don't know. Do you think Mac would be into E-Girls?
No.
What a fucking prude. Look, 2B.
No.
Listen, I have dreams. And one of them is to get the shit slapped out of me by a hot robot waifu. And I'm not sorry. I'm living my truth. And living your truth is the best you can do, right, Zach? No? Okay.
No, suppress it all constantly.
Suppress, repress.
Then you have a rage years later, and you know.
Oh my god, look at my fucking hair. Who the hell let me out? All the resting con people. Oh no, meditation on a phone. It's ultimate despair. I don't have a cell phone signal. It's ultimate despair. So what are we doing? Are we just hanging here?
I tell them to send me a photo. And I will.
Well, you know what? We got time.
Well, that's what I was like, do I even?
I would say,
They were supposed to meet at 2,
oh, down in the game hall.
but they said in the back.
Maybe that's where they are, in the back of. And send them a message and ask. I'm peeking.
Well, I said told them to send a photo. And they didn't send it.
Well, maybe the gate. All right. So Max said he is under a sign that says vendors. It's really strange. It's really strange the looks you get when you are obviously filming and people see it, but you haven't stopped to ask them for a photo, even though you know they would say yes. Okay, this is the vendor sign. So he is somewhere under, well, oh, excuse me. This is where he's supposed to be. Turning.
There you are.
How do you lose? Oh, hey, we got another one. What's up, man? Oh, it's good to meet you finally.
I know where everyone else is.
Okay,
this
cool.
way. Yeah.
Let's go this way. And this is Trill. All right. Oh, Peace Boy.
My wife gave me a budget, so
Oh, right on.
that means I can either afford, a flick in the hotel or something here. And last night, hey, let's keep going.
My wife put me on a budget too. She says I can't take anyone back to my room. I was like,
my wife makes a joke all the time. She's like, hey, I remember for our anniversary, I was like, you know what, I'm really want anal, you know what I'm saying? I said, it was something I'm really into. And she was like, yeah, I hear you keep talking about it. So finally she was like, you know what, we tried it. She loved it. We had a great time. And you know, afterwards, I was like, Marissa, what'd you think of it? She goes to tell me, she goes, you know what? It wasn't that painful and all. You didn't cry that much, you know. So she loved it. So it was a good time.
Oh, I'm glad everyone came out happy in the end.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
In the rear end, you go. Anyway, I go to the bathroom. I'm gone for 2 minutes, and now I lose. Sorry, now I lose both these bastards. Well, I'll find them. Let's see. Got the very best over here. Show some love to all the vendors. All the vendors. Kevin Smith. You see, everyone's going for these scripted shots.
By the way,
And getting poses. Now, you know what? I prefer to catch them in their natural environment. Like, look, that person's walking. You ask for a pose, you're not going to get that. You see how I work, people? Oh. Got our homie. And I'm still waking up after yesterday. I drank an awful lot. Where did these fucking guys go?
Yes.
Where did these fucking guys go? So they're apparently at the food court. Let's see. Let's see if I can find these motherfuckers that. We got the carpet corner. Everyone having a good time. Let's see. There's apparently a food court somewhere. All these wonderful, lovely people here at the con. Oh, it's my favorite. Oh. Oh, Lord. Make my way through. Oh, God. This is the most treacherous place I found. Why do you keep leaving?
because I'm hungry.
I was gone for 20 seconds.
That's not my fault.
That just shows the apocalypse comes. I can't trust you to have my back.
Yes, you're damn right.
I won't have a phone to film myself bitching
Stop
about.
filming me.
Sure, get that fucking camera out of my face.
Camera on my
Turn that fucking camera off.
Stop filming the gluttony.
I'll be shopping here. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me.
Chris, you made it.
Hey, it was good shit.
That was the problem with the whole
Yeah,
time.
man.
I'm still like, all right,
Happy
Zach,
it didn't go
I'm
all
sure.
that.
And then you.
Back in the... Something smells delicious. Oh, what? Hell yes.
Okay, that's a good thing.
He saves.
I know, but I have 7 Miku figures.
I prefer to have like Miku over like.
Hey. Hey. Let's see. Who else can we find?
Maybe we'll go back.
Someone go in the back. Let's see.
then I saw, like, I kind of wanted to get I'm sorry. They delivered down in the lobby. I just had to go down. They called me. Thank you so much.
See, the difference is I actually know where these bastards are this time, so... Swooping camera shots.
Where's my two friends?
True love.
Where's Alan?
Back going through. March of the Eevees. Got Melrick.
And I will fuck up everything. I will get that shit accurate.
Look at this line. To me, your legendary Whitney Flynn.
Pick somebody.
All right.
Okay. Is there a volunteer that want to step up?
The first person that came in.
You don't have to come forward. Just stand up. Whoever wants to stand up, just stand up, and we'll get to there. All right. Question. First question I had to ask you. Albert, you want to do it? Okay, it's Albert. This is picture on. Don't worry. Just want to get to it. All right. Miss. Oh, question. What is your favorite anime?
As of right now, well, that's kind of hard. I like the new season of Demon Slayer. I almost cried at the end. And then
Just pick one.
just one? Probably Attack on Titan.
Excellent choice. I don't care what they said. Excellent choice.
Okay.
And some more.
Pitch a sitcom version of Attack on Titan.
Okay.
What would it be like?
Something chaotic.
Do you have any ideas? Like what it would look like? What the characters would interact like?
Think Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine like,
Them going through the barracks and all of that. Like, you could easily turn that into a family sitcom.
I would say so, probably. They're very political, I would say. And then, yeah.
What network do you think would pick it up?
What network? Probably.
that's very close to your face.
What?
CW.
See the okay, so you're going low bar quality, got it. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick another person.
Okay.
Anybody else want to step up?
Yeah.
I pick you.
We're basically, you'll see. You just picked someone.
Step up. Listen, I'm trying to fix this. All right, what is your favorite anime?
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, I have a question for you. My question. So, Full Metal Alchemist. I want you to turn Full Metal Alchemist, use ER, and use that formulation of ER in Full Metal Alchemist. How would you do
I don't even know.
Mac,
I really don't even know.
that? What?
is anyone here old enough to remember ER? Okay.
House. Do you know House?
Yes.
How would you use House in Full Metal Alchemist?
How would I?
Yeah.
I don't even know. This is like so, like random.
How would House fit into the world of Full Metal Alchemist?
What do you know?
Yeah, what do you?
I guess, yeah. I guess the main character could be like an alchemist. That's
Popping Viking and walking around on a cane. Alphonse, you're an idiot.
Alright, next. Who wants to be next? Ooh! Who's next? Oh, she volunteered to shoot. Okay.
Bacano. Same people who made Da-Da-Da-Da. It's roaring 20s mobsters trying to make the elixir of life. Well, not make.
That sounds bananas. I love it.
Oh yeah, told kind of non-sequentially like a Tarantino movie. Pulp
Really?
Fiction. Favorite anime of all time. Recommend it. BACCANO.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
How would you turn that into like an office sitcom?
Office sitcom.
Yeah.
That's a little more complicated because it's so.
Let's go with Mad Men.
Yeah, it kind of fits the theme.
Yeah.
Make it into Mad Men.
I've never seen Mad Men.
Okay, make it into the Sopranos.
Sopranos. Okay. So the entirety of Bacano takes place on a train, which. What's happening?
Oh, we're talking to somebody back there.
I'm just trying to guilt more people into coming in.
I'm blind. I was looking for my friends, so.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I won't do that again.
Oh, continue.
So the whole show takes place on a train.
No, I'm talking about Bacano. I don't know Sopranos either.
Oh, okay. Let's go to The Office then. Let's make it
The Office? Okay.
Okay.
So it would take place on a train where all of the characters would exist on the train, be put up to like certain tasks. That's kind of how the show functions already.
Okay.
We'd have there'd be some sort of element of reset at the end. The Office has definite plot structures put about throughout the seasons. I say we eliminate that
Okay.
because Bacano is such a story-driven piece that it wouldn't make and the story happens so quickly that it wouldn't make sense for it to have this overarching storyline, right? That goes over the amount of time that The Office is. So it would kind of be very sitcom-y and character of the week thing. Each episode focuses on sets of characters as they grow throughout the story, yada, yada, yada. There's this character who's the called the Railroad Chaser or Railway Chaser, who's supposed to be this kind of evil, killy guy on the train. He would be a looming threat for each of the independent episodes. I don't know how much to give away without spoiling Bakano is the problem.
I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Who played Michael Scott?
Who would play Michael Scott?
Yeah, who would be the Michael Scott of the Bakano franchise?
I'd say we put 2 people in charge, because it's mobsters, so there's different gangs. We have multiple Michael Scotts, with each of the gang leaders being a Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what she said.
I also think that with Michael Scott, the way that he functions in the office is a driving force, right? He creates a lot of the conflict. He's there primarily to allow for people, he also allows for people to be the straight man to him, right? Which is going to be a lot more difficult because most of the eccentric characters within Bakano aren't the actual mobster leaders, because they're more put together in that they have to run an entire mob, right? So they would be more there to give the organizational structure to the episodes, like giving commands and stuff, and playing more of a straight man to the eccentric characters.
Okay.
So there wouldn't be like a 1-to-1 ratio to Michael Scott here. Instead, the entirety of the show would kind of play out in a reverse way to The Office, where there would be almost no straight men, and then
Nice.
I meant as the archetype, right? Almost no straight men, and
Right.
then one eccentric, which I guess also still kind of fits. Yeah, almost no straight men, only one straight man, which kind of fits The Office too, because Jim is the straight man in a lot of episodes, where we gauge our idea of what's going on and what's chaotic and what's right off of Jim's reactions, and Pam to some extent too. So I guess those could then be the mob leaders.
So, quick question. Who is Dwight? He's going to be Dwight Schrute. Who's going to be Schrute?
I think there's this character, Lad Russo. His motivation is that he just wants to cause as much blood destruction as possible, right? So I think that he would fit the archetype. Or what I could do is there's a character that's only seen for like a few minutes, which is this guy who handles enhanced interrogation in one of the gangs, right? He could kind of play more of a Dwight Schrute if we give him more of a reveal. I haven't actually read the manga for Bakano yet, but so maybe he's kind of shown more in that.
Okay.
I think scrap the whole train idea. Although Bakano, the actual anime, takes place on a train, that might not be the best option to go with here if we're trying to do more of an office thing.
Okay. All right, cool. All right.
Okay.
Who's next?
Fate Apocrypha. Fate Apocrypha.
I want a comedy sitcom.
Oh god.
I don't even know what the name it is, but you're laughing. It must be.
It's the one with Astolfo in it. Yeah, so a comedy would be, yeah.
Would work.
It would work. It would work. It would work. But I feel like it'd be like on Logo or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the comedy, I think it would be like more episodic instead of like a mini series. I think it would be like each episode would just focus on like one of the characters, like something going on like in their life, what they need to do or whatever, how they interact with somebody else. And then I feel like the next episode would be like something like totally different with one of the other characters. I don't think it would continue. Because there's too many characters for it to continue like that, so I think it would be more interesting to just have like each episode just a different thing going on, you know. So.
All right. Here's the thing. I have a question.
Yeah.
What comedian would be a voice actor for one of the characters?
I am terrible with knowing comedians.
Thank you, I know.
I can give you a few ideas. We got Tom Segura, Bill Burr.
Basically, no one's wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God,
That would be
The
Bird-
Machine.
Bird Crusher.
Bert, yes.
Make John Mulaney a Stelpo.
All right.
Ben Schwartz. There's another good one.
Schwartz, yeah. So, who's next? I'm gonna pick somebody. Who's next? You know what? Screw it. Ernest.
Oh. Let's bring your husband to work day.
I'm going dark. Give it
Favorite
to me.
anime? That's easy. It's old school. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Classic.
Oh, you are the watcher. Go ahead and give him a question.
Oh no.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Pick another anime.
Pick another anime. Wow. Like, come on, you don't strap something to your body if you don't love it.
Pick another anime like Goku Z.
Go crazy. Beck.
Oh, the anime?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Beck.
This is gonna be funny.
It's a, y'all haven't seen Beck. It's a horror shirt. Okay, that's easy enough.
Okay.
So there's already a cursed guitar in the show. It was a guitar that was a man was playing it who was banging some other dude's wife, and he got
As
up
one
and
does.
shot the guitar 6 times. But the guitar still played beautifully. Let's just say that the soul of the man who he shot is trapped in the guitar. It plays beautiful music. Like, it's entrancing. It captivates you. But the problem is the more
then it
people that
nails
listen to
your
it,
wife.
the more power the guitar gets and the more unstable the person who uses the guitar gets. So you know how rock stars have a tendency to, go off the deep end, do a little too much of this, do a little too much of that.
Yeah.
And, they get in trouble, but everybody gives them leeway because they're rock stars. This guitar allows you to be the worst possible version of yourself with almost zero repercussions because your music is so beautiful, people have no choice but to listen to it. They hear it on the radio, get stuck in
Now-
their head.
What would it be? Would it be like a monkey's paw kind of deal?
Yeah,
Would it
you get
exact a
worse
terrible
and worse.
price?
Yeah, you get worse. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The worst possible version of yourself.
Sweet. Well, I'm already that. I might as well just have the guitar.
You would think. You would think that you're the worst possible version of yourself, but you never know how bad things can
I'm
get for
kidding.
you.
I'm
So you
cool.
have an unlimited amount of every resource that you want through fame, fortune, and power.
So would this then revolve around one kind of instance of the guitar driving somebody mad? Would this be more of an anthology series where we see multiple instances of the guitar driving people mad?
I was thinking more of, because it would revolve not around the person who has the guitar, but one of his new members that he recruited, and him seeing how this person goes from calm, cool, and collected, the leader of the group, keeping everybody together, to a raging psycho over a matter of time, and then he slowly gets pieces of information about this guitar, and he starts to piece things together because other people are looking for this thing because it is, so powerful. So you get to learn about what happened to the people in the past. Like, yeah, this guitar has been with many illustrious rock stars, and all of them have had horrible downfalls.
So a lot of horror, in order for it to be successful, relies on playing tension, right? The idea of having the audience deal with the kind of growing tension between the idea of this main character dying, of bad things happening to other people around them. How would you keep kind of this tension alive between the main character and then you said the leader of the band with the guitar?
Yeah.
Would you kind of put them in environments where they're close to each other as this lead singer is growing mad? Would you have the lead singer or the lead member force the main character into more and more compromising situations, as well as in order to prevent it just from becoming a mystery series instead of a horror series, there needs to be some sort of, or at least there has in the past been a lot of ways to put the main character in danger. How would you kind of handle that?
For the danger part, a lot of the shows that they would be going to are underground shows, places that are seedy, dens of iniquity, some would say. So I would have them in situations that they would naturally be in anyway because they're rock stars. At the beginning, they're underground. They're not rock stars by any means. They're still busking outside, passing out flyers. And at this point, there's no real madness showing. As far as we know, this is just a regular old, this is a regular old slice of life anime about people who want to start a band. But then slowly you start to see different things. Like,
starts nice, bright, and cheerful, and then by the end it turns
I wouldn't say bright
into
and cheerful, but more like it's a sad situation in general because nobody quit school to start a band.
It's an allegory
unless their
for
life isn't
addiction.
going the best, unless there's something being unfulfilled, and you're going through the journey of their lack of fulfillment and learning things about. That's the word I'm looking for. I lost my place. Sorry. Learning about their lives and the trauma that they've had in the past that led them to want to be in this situation. So the horror would stem from real life situations that are horrible, that happened to these people, that brought them here. That would keep you in the story knowing that there's horror there. Like, that's what's going to be happening. There's going to be grief and sadness throughout, but the highs and the lows, like when they play a really good show for the first time, that's when the power of the guitar starts to really start messing with the main antagonist. So yeah, I would try to, I wouldn't say piecemeal, but keep it a steady flow of dialogue, of intriguing backstory from the different characters, and introducing that the guitar is fucking with our main guitarist a little bit later on.
Okay. I'm gonna go next. Zach, I'm gonna let you tackle me. But I'm not going for my favorite.
You want us to tackle you?
No.
Okay, what is the worst anime done?
Damn you.
Oh yeah, let everyone know your terrible opinions.
Okay, the definition of worst. Okay. Fine then.
Not the best.
No, she said you said worst. Okay, fine then. Golden Boy, let's go.
Ew.
Golden Boy's amazing.
It is, but it's not as bad in a way. It's bad in a way.
It is.
It's straight porn.
It is dated.
It's porn. Ernest, it's porn.
Get off your high horse.
Get off your high horse. I'm on the horse. Go ahead.
Shame you, sir.
Hey, what's up, Trill?
What's up, everybody?
Okay, Mac, I want you to pitch me Golden
Somebody's
Boy
really bad
in
about
space.
scheduling.
Golden Boy X.
Okay, so Golden Boy in space.
Golden Boy in space.
Okay, here we go. Golden Boy is golden. I forgot his name. He's gonna be traveling across space to travel. He is a lawyer at age 26, trying to learn everything he can. He goes from he goes to the moon first, and there's this hot lady with a hot spacesuit that's showing everything and revealing everything.
This isn't the 18+ show.
No, this is Golden Boy. Golden Boy.
It is.
Golden Boy. This is exactly what Golden Boy is. The woman is hot, and he always does that. So he goes in there, the woman's hot, and he just want to learn how to pick up rocks on the moon, like take a rock from the moon and find a diamond. They're looking for a diamond, and he finds that diamond on the moon, and the woman all of a sudden is like, I need this man. I want to sleep with him. Okay, that's what happens.
Utopia.
Yeah, but he usually solves their problems.
He solves their problems. That's the whole point.
He solves their
He
problems
goes
through
to Mars.
boning.
He gets his ass to Mars and he finds a way to get oxygen on the planet. So he figures out that stuff. He fixes a spaceship when it's broken down and everybody's in peril, and he follows a hot girl, and the girl is just like so very, very hot, and he solves the problem and he fixes it, and this is the final episode.
So, but how hot is she?
She's hot. He solves the problem, and he finally gets like end.
Great. It's for the hot women.
It's awful.
I've actually never seen Golden Boys though.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah. All right, who's next? Who want to go after me with Golden Boy?
There's no one left.
Evangelion.
Oh.
Okay.
Real classic. All right.
Chill, you got one?
Oh.
No, just tell
I
him.
don't think he knows the format.
Oh, you're telling me everything?
Ask her to port it to a different genre, pretty much.
Evangelion, this is good.
And I'm talking like classic series Evangelion, none of the
None
extended
of the
universe,
exclusive
like
stuff.
26 episodes plus End of Eva.
Ooh, okay. You got one, Zach? I don't want to say romantic comedy.
I feel like a few of the characters had some issues in that area.
There we go. Yes. Yes. I don't know how he does. That was funny. Oh, no, cooking competition.
I was thinking of basing it off of the Great British Bake Off.
Perfect.
So we start out, Shinji Ikari, right? We're gonna age him up a little bit to college age. He got and I'm putting him in America because I don't know anything about the Japanese school system. He's just graduated, gotten a degree that he doesn't know what to do with. He's estranged from his father, and one day Major Katsuragi comes over and says,
Chris,
"We
she's
need
talking
you
about my life."
for a cooking competition." Well, she doesn't tell him that we need him for a cooking competition. She brings him, and then in the front, the lights turn on. There's Rei, Kaoru, and Asuka all there behind a table, and then Shinji's pushed there, right? It's a cooking competition judged by Shinji's father.
Oh, crap, that guy's an asshole.
Shinji's father, Misato, and what's her name? The one that Michael is. Ritsuko. It's judged by those three, and I don't know how to create tension in this yet because I'm thinking it would be more of like a live or a mock reality TV show kind of thing.
Well, it's a show within a show.
I think show within a show that can be really hard to do with a
Gendo's a souffle scientist.
I have a good question. So you said Shinji's father is hooking him. Did he just degrade Shinji?
Oh,
like, I really hate
absolutely.
Him. Like,
Well, is he gonna be like a Gordon Ramsay type?
I think he's.
That's exactly what I want Gordon Ramsay. Like you suck. I hate your cooking. Raw. I just want him to just slam the table. Raw.
Absolutely dreadful.
Dreadful. Fuck off.
Get the.
That's really interesting though because Great British Bake Off is a lot less slamming, for lack of a better word, than Hell's Kitchen. And I was thinking Great British Bake Off because although I am doing a competition-based format for this, there's a lot more prep time allowed outside of it and a lot more creativity allowed outside of it. So then it would allow for those moments where Shinji grows a lot as a character, changes a lot as a character, and you'll get that tension. Have an external pressure be like a multiple episode thing where this cooking show exists within a universe. So then there's like fan pressure from the outside telling Shinji he's absolute shit, which causes his mental degrade further. There's an episode where Shinji and Asuka are competing really heavily. Shinji wins, and then that sends Asuka spiraling. Stuff where you can have the actual psychology of the characters develop outside of the cooking show and be put on a main stage. A really popular cooking show that leads to a large fan base kind of grilling all of these people.
I got a good question. You can choose to do it or not. Will you do, like when they eat the food, just like when Food Wars, will they be doing the same thing? Like, oh my God, I'm butt naked.
No, it's even.
Oh.
Oh God.
Did you hear the way she the stank and that? No. No, you idiot.
It just shows how good the
Like, I was
food
gonna
is.
ask, like, if the Asia units, like, were the dishes or what?
Oh.
Well then, yes, because that would allow for merchandising. Well, because the reason why I had such a visceral no is because sexuality in Evangelion to me has always been represented in a way to bring up the Freudian elements versus like an actual ecchi where it's not there for that.
Which I gave you the option because I knew some people don't like Food Wars and then when they eat the food, they're butt naked.
Food Wars is just a different product entirely.
Yeah, it is. All right, we got 2 new people in here. Who wants to go? You want to go. You're next. What is it? Yes, you! Yes, you! You're the next contestant! On pitch anime!
I made them mistake mine, so, you know.
I'm just here for the next one.
That's alright, that's alright.
I can go.
He just said he can go.
Oh, you wanna go? Let's go!
Yeah, let's go, brother.
It's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it's a deep psychological horror movie directed by David Lynch.
I think we just let him go off because that sounds awesome. Go off, King.
The stands might or might not be
you're
real. They might be hallucinations. They might be schizophrenic ramblings. But also, the stands might all be practical effects because I think overusing CGI is soulless. And we might make Dio just like a normal guy, maybe not a vampire, but also maybe something much, much worse. Maybe just his psychologist.
Okay.
I'm just making this up as I can go along.
Hey, go off, King.
Yeah, but I also feel like, John, I was also thinking like an alternative, more plausible, quote unquote, idea is part one, but it's Hammer horror movie. Like, you know, this overly British horror movie, like, you know, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, that type of stuff. Yeah, that type of campy-ish 60s horror type.
Right on. Okay, cool. Anyone got any questions for him? Any questions?
No, that's really good. Especially the David Lynch part, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Alright, you get on it, but I wanna know. What, like, can we all pick, like, I want you to tell me what is the worst live action anime you have ever seen?
The worst live action anime.
Like the live action Japanese movies.
No. Like live action.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
You know what? I could at least laugh at Dragon Ball Evolution. I could laugh at that. Full Metal Alchemist there was misery incarnate. That was, there's no.
No.
I think my worst is Ghost in a Shell.
Yes.
Because of the fundamental change. Here's the thing, it was very well produced. There are definitely some inherent problems with the filming, like them making every character Asian except for Scarlett Johansson's character, the main character.
Scarlett Johansson's not Asian?
No, but the reason why I say that too is because of, I'm not even gonna get into that, it's a whole other thing. But they changed the fundamental ideology of Ghost in the Shell from the animated version to the live action version to the point where it's kind of creating this base aesthetic level replication where they are trying to get at what makes Ghost in the Shell great, but they fail at it so miserably that they're misrepresenting it in a very aesthetically pleasing way, which is honestly the most dangerous thing to me in a live action remake. Creating something that replicates and looks like the source material, but teaches the exact opposite moral and lesson than what the source material was attempting to create.
So,
Like Boondocks directed by Dick Wolf. Right?
so no hatred for, Cowboy Bebop?
That show sucks. It's fine.
The movie, the show, live action.
Okay, wait. Let's slow down.
Oh shit.
What about the show sucks?
Everything.
Okay, you can't just say everything. What was the characters? Was it the music? Was it the pacing?
Oh, the music is definitely.
No, here's my issue, and I'll
Okay, I understand that. But I would also say that maybe some people one time said that Ben Affleck wasn't their Batman. Sometimes they do, and then sometimes they don't. Some people say Michael Keaton is their Batman, and some say Christian Bale. Hold on, I'm making a point. Some say Christian Bale is the Batman. But what I'm saying, in essence, if you do not like the person that plays the role, does that ruin the entire movie for you, the entire production, the entire show? If it does, then
I think a better question is,
miscasting would
does he
ruin
capture the essence of Spike?
No. And here's my issue with
I don't think any person in that TV show captured what we saw in the animated version at all. I think what they gave us in the TV show was somebody who watched the animated version and then took the notes from it and tried to make kind of their own take on it. And that's what modern media is. That's
Why
what they're
wouldn't I just watch
retelling of it
Blade
is.
Runner if I just need stuff like that? Though?
Exactly. And then if you get to that point, then there are other places and other movies that have done this neo-cyberpunk noir type of thing a lot better. I would even say, what's the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's like, what did I do? And they take him and they put him in
Total
Mars or
Recall?
whatever. Total Recall was even a better movie than Cowboy Bebop was, and that's super cheesy, but it
No,
landed-
Total Recall is an excellent
That's what I'm
movie.
saying.
I don't know what you're
landed
trying
where
to.
it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know at the end of Total Recall, was it Total Recall, or was him, did he actually save Mars?
They actually answered that question.
Okay, so to wrap up my point is that when we say things, the live adaptation of something is bad or is worse, you cannot take a cartoon and really make it come to life in a way that would satisfy
It is very
the
hard to
original
do.
audience. So I think we must judge these live adaptations the same way we judge superhero movies. You know, does it fill it?
Yeah, okay.
Objectively bad
It's a
movie.
bad movie.
Well, what? Well, here, okay. Using the word objective is a loaded word.
So let me cook. Here's my thing.
Let him cook.
Just like with Zach, we argue this all the time. At the end, I watched the show, and just like everybody else, I got to the last episode, and it was my favorite episode, Bell and the Fallen Angels. That is my favorite episode.
Music's so good.
It's my favorite episode. It's top five episodes of all time in anime. The way they effed that whole thing up pissed me off. I threw my shoe at the TV as soon as I saw half of that stuff. Like, I saw, okay, so now you're gonna introduce Ed, and then you're gonna introduce Aang. What the you're doing? It's
Pacing was terrible.
the pacing was terrible. They literally spoiler alert.
I don't even know what our show is right now.
His girlfriend was the villain the whole time. They flipped the whole thing. It messed everything up.
So you mentioned something about us being able. You mentioned something about us being able to evaluate anime adaptations as if it were comic book adaptations.
Yeah.
But I think there's a fundamental flaw in that logic because of the way that anime versus comic books function. With comic books, there is so many instances of source material for so many different characters to the point where they are taking from a million different sources to make their live action adaptation, right? Like there's a million different versions of Spider-Man, there's a million different versions of Superman, to the point where those adaptations don't need to be as faithful because there's no one cohesive image of Spider-Man. Versus Cowboy Bebop, a live action adaptation of that is taking from one source material.
Right.
So, and that's where the kind of dissonance for fans of anime versus fans of comics, I think that's where that dissonance exists.
Right. Yeah.
But I think a live adaptation version of, I don't know, Gundam Wing would be crappy too, because how are you going to really shove in all that back melodrama?
No, they already did it. It's
into-
called Pacific Rim.
But exactly. Precisely, that's what I'm saying. You have to shove in human drama with giant mechs. It's like a Transformer movie. Did you really pay your $20 to see a dude that's, you know, multiracial like me run around with a fucking Transformer, or did you really want to see Optimus Prime punch somebody in the head?
Guys, I'm sorry. We're getting into this. Our time is coming.
Oh no. Well, before we leave, does anyone have anything they want to plug? Any YouTube channels, socials, anything? I saw your head pop up. No? All right. No plugs? All right. Tell me about your Spotify.
I am at Jep13 on Spotify. I'm a Japanese American visual gay hip hop crossover musician. It is ATJAP13.
All right. Well, I'm out at the food trucks. My guy Trill is having an important phone call, so I won't bother him. Tonight, 10 to 10:50, panel room 3, we are doing an anime debate. Anyone who was at our Gamer Grudge on Friday, same formula. If you weren't, please come on down. It's gonna be fun. So how we doing?
We doing? How are you?
I'm doing. How you doing? All right, that's good. I don't mean to be shining light in your eyes. That's rude. How's everyone else? In an elevator with two very quiet, mysterious people. We've only got a couple floors left. We might make it.
There we go.
We did it.
All right. They have the rules, but you read them anyway, Mac. You're the showrunner. Run the show. Don't make me do it. I've been drinking all night.
Alright, so as the rules are followed. Oh, what are those rules?
All right.
Okay, thank you very much. Alright, so.
This painful looking card.
Alright, I got it.
Oh, okay.
Alright. This is a four-minute fight. We're gonna go all the way to the end. The question is awarded, the question is awarded the person with the best argument. Not my argument, my question is the best argument. That's what we're gonna be judging you on. If we are in a tie for some odd reason, we have another question to go over. Alright, this is an elimination. The winner of this whole entire competition, there's going to be a first, second, and third. And the winner of this competition, everybody will get candy.
Hey!
Oh, he lost it.
Every day is Halloween, folks.
Yes, it is. So, we have $25 gift card for the first prize winner. This is authentic. A trophy, her winner, and you will get a candy. This is gonna be fun.
Ooh.
Oh, y'all enjoy this. All right, so.
More people to hand cards to. Hold
We
on.
have to be close to the mic from the area.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so.
If we last to a second round, here are rule cards. If you choose, sorry. That's all right. If you choose to engage, or if we pick you.
Hi, I'm at Job 13. How's your Namaste?
Hello, again to some. My name is Axel.
I'm bludgeoning Angel Dogru-chan.
Hell yeah.
All right.
First question would be for you too.
First question to you two. All right, here's the question. Ready? What would make the best romantic partner? What anime character would make the best romantic partner?
Astolfo, because he can be both a boyfriend and a girlfriend.
You need to answer right now.
Yeah, just the answer first. Then we'll argue it later.
Okay.
2 minutes to explain your answer.
So my explanation is,
To them, they're judging
okay,
you.
so I say that Astolfo from the Fate series would be the best anime partner because he can be both a boyfriend and a girlfriend. And
Nice.
also he's like really noble. You know, like I actually watched the Fate series. I first got into it just because, ooh, pink hair, dude. He's got, you know, he really owns it. He owns his masculinity because to be able to pull off that pink hair, you know what I'm saying? Like you were very confident with who you are. You're really sure of yourself, you know? Like he is so sure of himself as a man that he likes to wear cute clothes and rocks that pink hair, like, but also like, you know, he's cute. So if you want a girlfriend, it's like, cutest one around. Like I watched the whole series and like he's cuter than all the chicks in there, honestly. Just saying. Just saying. And you know, even though he kind of like brags about being the worst at everything, honestly, I think that makes him better because at least he can see his flaws. You know, a lot of people they deny when they have flaws, but he recognizes the fact that, you know, he's not the best at anything. You know, maybe he is the worst at everything, but, you know, at least he looks cute doing it. And in my mind, that's all that really matters. Like, that's what I would want in a partner, is someone that owns who they are and looks cute doing it. Bing, 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 bing.
Next. Trevor.
Alright, you can call me basic all you want, but first and foremost, Asuna's strong. I mean, who doesn't want a girlfriend that you can go into dungeons, the forest, you can go anywhere you want with, and guess what? You'll be fine. You don't gotta worry about, oh, I gotta protect them, oh, I might need to give my life for this person, oh, whip-de-doo. Nah, you have a strong person. Above all else, she's cute. After that, who doesn't want to have someone ride on their shoulders? I mean, if that ain't the best date ever, have them hop on your shoulders, walk around the park, a forest, maybe pick a couple of fruits from a low-hanging tree. You enjoy a wonderful evening. I mean,
Healthy eating.
why would you want to have any risks involved when the two of you can just be strong and hot together? It's a win-win, you know? I really can't see a premise where walking around a park in a beautiful land is something you wouldn't want. But, you know, that's just me.
Yeah, do we want that? Do we want to pass your mic out so that they can murder each other?
Yes, yes. As our acquaintance who is not here right now, we want you to murder and maim each other. But keep it above the belt. And also remember,
No, this is the 18+ show. You can hit them wherever.
Also say no racial slurs, but you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever sexual organ you want because this is plus 18. And I think everybody happy about that.
All right, let's stop.
Yes,
Woo!
do whatever the fuck you want. You can start maiming and fucking each other up right now. Do it.
Alright, first and foremost, I don't even know who your character is, which means they ain't even that popular and no one cares about them.
Okay, so out of all the femboys, Astolfo is the king of the femboys.
Is he even strong though? Or is he just a femboy?
Yeah, he's strong enough, and when Rulo saw his dick, her face was... She was shook.
He might have a nice dick that can make one girl go crazy, but Asunu's got a fan base bigger than any of us could imagine.
Astolfo can be a better girl than she can.
He seems like the
These
kind of
guys
person
know
that
what's
can only be
up.
a bottom though. At least if it's not like Asuna, could be a power top too. Or a power bottom.
With a dick like that and that pink hair, he is only a top.
Hey, with pink hair like that, I don't know if I want to be getting railed by someone with pink hair.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I sure would.
Depends on the day.
I don't know anything else about the characters.
Just keep talking about
And
tops
when
and
it's a full
bottoms.
moon, he becomes a whole different person.
So he's only attractive once a month?
No, he's attractive 32 days of the month.
32.
So wait, is this werewolf, is the full moon, is that better or worse? Give me an idea here.
No, he just has the strength to overpower everyone when it's a full moon. All the rest of the time, he matches strength.
I call it BS, you get over strength. Be stronger than anyone like Asuna. Yeah, consider you're still dealing with a weak person. I'm talking about strength here.
Who needs to be strong when you look that good?
I still don't want a little bitch for a partner. I want someone that's got a pair of balls on him. Asuna's a girl and she's still got more balls than him.
He's got bigger balls than any dude in that show because, once again, he wears a schoolgirl uniform and looks better in it than any of the chicks would.
Hey, last time I saw a person in a schoolgirl uniform, they didn't have big balls. That's just me.
I think that's fair because typically they might have big boobs, but he might not have boobs, but when he don't have them boobs, he makes up for it in the lower region.
Why are you guys looking at girls in school uniforms?
Hey, I'm looking at a boy in a school uniform.
Say it again.
I'll look at anyone in a school uniform.
As long as they're 18+.
Yeah. He's like 20-something, so it's okay. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Time's up. All right.
That argument was so hot.
It's hot in here, literally.
I'm already sweating.
Okay, studio audience. Who do you think had the better argument? Go with raise your hands. We give it to over here.
J13.
J13. All right. Raise your hands if you give it to Mr. Trapper.
I think that's out of fear.
I think the Trapper will.
Just like the talk of all that dick, that he edged out a victory.
You're thinking that one liner.
Oh my God. An actual murderer versus another murderer.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Question 2. All right, question. Dumbest anime protagonist. Oh, I already know what somebody's answer is. You're first.
Yeah, let Trapper go first.
Just the answer.
I'm sorry, it's Goku.
Goku?
Okay.
Okay. I thought you were going to take that.
I like the answer for Goku. But if I'm gonna spin it back around in the shonen genre, I'm gonna put it down for Boruto. Put it down for Boruto.
That dumbass. Sorry.
Hey, you already said y'all right? Dumbass. All right, the question.
No, I'm not voting. I'm just
I understand.
Yeah.
You're impressing them.
I get it.
You don't give a fuck.
I
I
got
said
it.
dumbass.
All right, now,
Dumbass too, so.
do we got the timer set?
Yep.
All right, Trapper, argue your case.
All right, first and foremost, Goku would fight a brick wall if you drew an angry-looking face on it. That dude does not know the difference between an opponent and a really stubborn log. I mean, this dude can't do anything right. He's all brawn, no brain, and really incapable of doing anything but punching. So let's be real. Is he good at punching? Fuck yeah. Is he good at thinking? Never once in his life. I mean, you've never seen Goku think about a situation like, damn, what should I do for like the better good of these people instead of, hey, maybe I'll fight this guy. Oh, well, actually, in the fight, he can destroy the world. Doesn't matter. Goku's going to try to fight him anyways. I mean, the Earth's been destroyed several times. They keep fixing it. And every other planet's been destroyed. The universe has been destroyed, you know? He can get someone else to fix it. Because he's just that fucking stupid. He can't fix it himself. You know, he got a button for the Grand Kais, and he'll communicate with any of the Lords of Destruction. You know, he'll get it fixed, but not from his own brains. His brawn is what destroyed it. His brawn is what breaks everything, and his brain is just there as a fucking paperweight if it even exists.
Yeah, I had it right here.
Damn, all right. It's a hell of an argument.
Yeah, yes.
For dumbass Goku. Now let's hear about dumbass Boruto.
All right.
We got the timer set.
I got the timer.
Hit it.
So, for the argument about why Boruto is the dumbest anime protagonist, you might argue that Boruto is a prodigy, but the sense is that he's only a prodigy and he has no sense of any hard work whatsoever. He's not intelligent when it comes to anything of the ninja world or jutsu or taijutsu or genjutsu. Just because he has capability does not mean he has the intellect required to do so. Taking dumb in the presence of the question about being an efficient ninja, mission after mission, time after time, this man's getting saved by people with far less capabilities. I'm talking this man's getting saved by a blind Uchiha. Does that make any sense? I really don't think so. When you think about Boruto and you think about what does it mean to be intellects, to be smart, I think about characters like Shikamaru, Itachi, Minato, some of the smartest around. Boruto could make 100 shadow clones and could not reach their IQ in doing so. This man's got nothing going for him. The unfortunate thing is he has all the tools in the world and he doesn't use a single one to benefit himself. So in the ninja world, that is truthfully the dumbest thing you could do.
Believe it.
Woo!
Yes, I'll watch it.
English translated.
And, all right.
Well, no.
All right. With our palates clean and everything.
And love in our hearts.
Love in our hearts and our swords out and the guts in our hands.
Fuck 'em up.
I'm sorry, slice.
Did you just say slap dicks?
No, I said slice your dick. Sorry, wrong show.
I mean, what I do in my room is my own business.
That is true. All right. Alec cuisine.
All right, so I'm going to counterpoint on this stance that, Goku is just all brawn and no brain. And I'm hearing you. He doesn't got much of a brain for a lot of stuff, but what he is a master martial artist and fighter. You cannot be a complete idiot and become so proficient in doing so. He's had plenty of times where he's able to think outside of the box in a combat scenario I'll keep referencing combat scenarios because he's not taking no SAT. However, he is the smartest fighter you'll come across in Universe 7, and that is just a fact.
Once again, I agree he's strong. He's able to throw his fist really fast.
Here's the thing though, he is not just strong. When Goku started, he came to Earth and he wasn't shit, right? He's able to be trained. So he's able to take that ability to adapt to martial arts and become such a master. You cannot sit here and tell me anyone who's a master at anything is dumb.
He wasn't a master. He was natural at it. That's why he was better than Chrome at a young age.
He's definitely not a natural at it.
He definitely was. His prowess at a young age was unstoppable. He was winning the world's strongest tournament when he was, 6 or 7 years old? I think that would be a prodigy if I know anything.
Potential does not equal intelligence, right? His intelligence relied him to unlock his potential. If I gave you the keys to a door that held $10 million, but you didn't know how to do it, it doesn't make it any more prevalent. Right, and that's just the fact.
You know, I'm really happy you brought that point up, because Goku's so stupid, he doesn't know the difference between 1,000 and a million. He thinks a million's smaller than 1,000. And that's prevalent in the world's arts tournaments when he's offered the winning prize and doesn't know which number is smaller.
Let's think about what Goku has to do to live his life. If we take Dumb and living his life, he maintains this level of connections. He's able to maintain a wife that is good there for him, cares for him. He's able to have a rival that pushes him stronger. He has invested time in Bulma, who gives him the tech he needs whenever the Earth is in prevail. He has a whole squad, the Z fighters, right? So you can say that, oh, well, Goku's so dumb. He's managed to maintain such a network of individuals that allow him to come out to his full potential. That sounds pretty smart to me.
He doesn't maintain any of that. They all follow him because they're desperate for his strength. There's been multiple times where he's abandoned them on different planets, taking the technology halfway across the universe and telling them...
When he had to save Namek, right? Yeah, because he abandoned his friends by, defeating Frieza, who was going to destroy the entire universe. But he's selfish.
He just wants to use his muscles, like I said earlier. He has absolutely no care for the planet, no care for what might happen, no care for if he might die. He just wants to fight people stronger than him.
No care for the planet. I'm pretty sure he was like, yo, Dende, let's bring back the Earth because Majin Buu destroyed the entire planet. He wanted his family. You remember whenever Vegeta turned Majin, he's like, how could you do that? Because Vegeta abandoned his morals and his values for those who loves. Goku does not do that.
You don't need morals and values to be smart. Above all else, Goku still interacted with fights with Beerus, Vegeta, and Majin Buu, which he was warned previous to could all destroy the planet preemptively, and he still went into the fight ASAP. He did not wait, he did not think, he just said, I'll try to fight him, what's the worst that could happen? Planet gets destroyed, we'll figure it out later.
I can go bar for bar with each one of those villains. He had to weigh the risk of fighting them and chose to do so anyway. Not just because he wanted to.
I think it's mostly for you.
I think you are tip the iceberg level reader of Dragon Ball and don't understand how actually writing works.
I think above all else, all the times he's fought Beerus, both on Earth and in space around her.
Your argument is you can't say one single thing about mine. You have to sit here and take my attacks, defend, but you can't dish a single thing back.
You know
what are you hiding behind that mask? Insecurity? Take it off and talk to me like a man.
First of all, it's my face.
Take it off and talk to me. What are you hiding?
See, there's one thing about Boruto that you're overlooking. You're saying that he's stupid in the eyes of a ninja. He's not using his techniques, his jutsus. But as a human, he's still very intelligent.
I didn't say he uses his ninjutsu. But that is stuff that he has been given the prodigy sense, which he is, unlike Goku.
5, 4.
And
regardless, he may be stupid in the terms of a ninja, but as a human, he's smart.
Oh! Done. This is heated.
God damn, Axel went for blood right at the end.
Yes, he did.
Oh, fuck.
Me personally, I want to take that liquid.
All right.
Hey, it's all in good fun. We're all having a good time.
What if they use their swords and weapons to fight to win this debate?
They should.
They should.
Hey, we got a whole 50 minutes. So what do we got? Who's voting for Axel? Okay. Oh no.
All right.
Trapper.
All right.
Sorry, brother.
Trapper.
Yeah, you want some candy? You can have some candy, brother.
That was a dumb ass.
So many of the times there's that there's not going to be one person who's dumb in all senses, you know?
Yeah.
So.
This is the final round, right?
This feels so familiar.
All right, well, super. All right, we're gonna do. So these are the final two. We're gonna go through 2 rounds. If this is basically if the person who get 2, if we go in the tie, we'll go to another round. But yeah, basically 2 or 2.
2 or 3.
2 or 3, you win. 3. All right. So, what do you think?
Drop a beat.
It's gonna be heated. Dumbest anime superpower. Most useless. Most useless. Basically, the most useless. Y'all laughing because y'all must got an answer.
The amount of times we talked about this. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. That's the sad part.
Can you repeat the question?
The most useless anime.
Most useless, not dumbest. Most useless.
Okay, yeah. All right, take a moment to think. Your lives are on the line. I mean, the championship.
I got it.
Ernest, lock the doors.
They're closed.
Lock them.
That's a fire hazard.
No more locked doors.
Get out of here.
I would love to get
You got something else?
All right.
No, I wouldn't.
What I'm going to put down as the most useless anime superpower is going to stem from My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just let him say it.
Most useless power, my answer, stemming from My Hero Academia, is going to be the quirk ability of tail manipulation.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, what I was thinking?
Don't make me do things with
I don't
my
know what
tail.
that is.
He's essentially.
He'll describe it.
So he just moves the tail around?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Mine is from Tokamiki Tonight. She bites things and then she turns into them.
All right.
I feel like I'm diving into a fucking nightmare with both of those. I'll make your tail move.
All right. This is what I'm going to say. Now, truthfully, I'll be honest. I cannot remember the exact character who has this power, but I know the character who has the power. In a class full of people who can control fire and ice, who have, full cowling, who have explosives, who have sticky bombs, who got all this different stuff. This man is just a regular fighter who can just simply move his tail. He has to build himself up with martial arts just because his superpower is just that bad. In a world full of quirks, this man might have drawn the fucking straw the size of a micro penis, if I'm being honest with you. He doesn't do anything relevant to provide with the team with using this tail. In such an environment where he fights villains, the tail has never proved to be sense of useful in any sense. The only time he ever makes himself relevant is when he fights low-class street thugs who don't know anything better than their left and right and how to get home at night. That is why I say that this tail is so useless in a world full of godly level powers. You're rocking with a fly that dies in 24 hours.
Damn.
Within Tokamiki Tonight, there is the power to be able to bite into something and become it, but you do not know when you are going to turn back. It is random. Now, the reason why this is such a bad superpower is one, when you bite something and turn into it, right, you can't adjust to being able to be that thing for a long enough time to understand how to maneuver within it. The best thing about having a power, especially a long-term power, is that you know how to use it correctly. Even the worst power can be used as a stronghold for the best person, or for a person that's been using the power all of their life. With an ability like biting into something, you just don't get that same amount of time. Secondly, biting into something to turn into it, anything that's really useful to turn into, like autonomous, that we can move around to turn into, is going to be hard to bite, right? Think about another person. You'd have to talk to them, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of it, bite them to turn into them. You'd have to catch them unawares.
It's pretty easy.
It's maybe, but you'd have to catch them unawares, or at the same time, you'd then have to go into their body and adjust to being them after having not been them. Meaning, in order to actually be able to utilize them, you'll have to bite into them multiple times, which is just not something realistic, right? So in my opinion, Tokamiki Tonight, being able to bite into something and then turn it into them just doesn't really have that good of an applicability. Maybe it'll be useful in niche situations, right? But let's say you become a tennis ball. You can't do something as a tennis ball. You have to have something done to you as a tennis ball. Maybe that would be useless or useful when used by somebody to utilize you. However, you'd have to trust somebody else to be doing that, and your power wouldn't be done by yourself, thus you're not using your own power.
Alright, so guys. We're gonna get to that in a minute.
Axel v Cam 2,
Yes,
The Revenge.
exactly.
Alright, so whenever I hear about a power that I can bite into it and turn into anything, sounds like the definition of limitless possibility, in the sense of anything I can get my teeth to sink into, even just a little bit, I can become. You get someone with the right team and the right creativity.
Right, but also, whoa, wait. First off,
Sure.
you decided to define your power as being within the individual, thus you cannot assign my power to being in a team. You in no place of your argument mentioned your power to...
I mentioned him, the only time he ever makes anything happen is whenever he works with other members of his class.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. You're only defining him as being useful under those circumstances,
That's how useful
meaning...
it is.
But you're also saying that my power could be useful with a team.
I think
You
it's
have-
useful even without a team.
Right, but what I'm saying is you cannot use that argument against me, because then I can say that your power can be used in a team really well, utilized in a team. Let's say there's somebody with a power that can help control acceleration, right? Accelerate a ball into the tail is a bat, you use the ball as a...
If we compare him pound for pound, and you take your power at its max potential and my tail moving power at max potential, we'd figure out my max potential in about 5 minutes. It could probably take forever to find out the max potential of being able to transform into anything that you bite into.
But then now let's talk about the reason why I think my power is more useless than yours, right? There's the time limit. She never knows when she's going to transform back into something. Meaning that any kind of important task that she would do with her power is so unreliable that it cannot be relied on by herself or by anybody else. It is purely just something that she has to put all of her faith into, which means that she's so reliant on chance to the point where she can't really act.
I wouldn't say
simply
it's
that.
chance though, because when you bite into something, you know exactly what you're doing.
But you're not going to know how long you're going to.
Sure, but when it comes to being a hero, self-sacrifice.
Let's say you bite into a bird and you fly up as a bird. When you're a bird, you can stop being a bird and then fall down. Meaning that you can't fly for a long time and rely upon that. Now I'm going to get back to the tail power and why it's actually useful. Prehensile tail, movability. Being able to allow for that extra movement. When you have an extra limb, it means you can write something more. You can thus continue...
Talking superpower though, right? And in the sense of a superpower, if I need to do anything super, let me jot something down with my extra tail here, right? And again, we talk about superpower.
So we're talking about usefulness. Usefulness is multi-fold.
And when I talk about something being useful, it's being flexible. The ability to bite into something and become it is so much more useful. I can, everything in this room, if I wanted to.
Fine, no, bite into the table, what happens with that?
I'm not going to transform.
But what happens if you transform into the table? What does that
If
mean?
the right situation calls in for a table, well, guess what? I can have a table. Oh, you need a trophy? Don't worry, I'll be a trophy for you. Don't worry.
Trophy? You give the trophy to somebody, the trophy turns back into a person within 5
You need a
minutes.
good debater? You can bite into me. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit! God damn!
But at the same I will say, I'm not nearly as biting as you are. However, the fundamental of my argument remains the same, and that's not something that you've addressed, which is the fact that the unreliability of the power, the idea that you can change back at any time, means that anything that could be useless, anything that you could turn into, and the idea that it could turn back makes it useless. I turn to the table, display everything, they put it on me, and then it turned back into a human, everything falls off and breaks. Now with the tail, I'm gonna have you let me speak first, okay? With the tail, that person has it for their entire life. They get to know how to use their tail. They get to maneuver around that. It allows for them to have another arm. It allows for them to punch more. It allows for them to go off of walls. I'm gonna be really honest, I don't know how to apply this because I don't have that power. But at the same time, when you understand something better, it is infinitely more useful than when you have absolutely no knowledge of how to use a power because you can't rely on it.
Damn!
That's how it's done! Jesus! I need to cool down.
We're more passionate than the people we have on Gamer Grudge.
What's that? No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just drunk. So, with all that, votes for Cam. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Votes for Axel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a fucking tie.
What the fuck? Really?
Guess we're doing a
tiebreaker. You're fucking kidding me. Okay.
It's a goddamn tie.
3 for 3. Ow.
This is crazy.
I'm thrilled.
So, you are gonna pick an OP anime character.
Okay.
Pick one. Pick whichever one you like.
Like, oh, just
Just name one.
I just love the peanut
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
What if I don't know his name?
Huh?
What if I don't know his name?
I mean, we can Google it.
Okay. Yeah, I have mine.
Okay, what's yours?
I forget the character's name, but he had the power to rewrite reality to whatever he said it was. And he regularly employed it within the anime to just fundamentally change the rules of how the anime worked. I don't. No, I because I remember I watched the top 10 op anime characters, right? And he was on there. I don't know.
Zach, you're the fact check. Zach check.
Psyche-K. That was so Psyche-K is my answer.
Psyche-K.
His power was called Scribe, I think.
Psyche-K is my power.
I don't know his name.
But his power was called like Scribe.
He could manipulate just everything.
Huh?
He could manipulate everything.
What is it?
I think you were talking about Yuha Bach from Bleach.
Yuha Bach?
Yeah.
Yuha Bach? Bleach? Bleach?
No, he took the color out of the world. Can you look up anime character takes the color out of the world?
I'm just gonna pause.
He rewrites reality to whatever he wants, and he took the color out of the world. So yeah.
Pretty strong.
Yeah, he's pretty strong, I guess.
Can
I said Psyche-K.
say my character real quick?
Yeah, what's your character, man?
Mike, from Black Clover.
All right,
Yeah.
right on.
Pandora from ReZero.
Ooh. Anyone else? Just throwing it out there? Too late.
So, here's your question. You picked an OP anime character. Does he win against Goku?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And if yes,
Yeah.
Well, who would like to go first?
So my character makes Goku smart by rewriting the rules of reality, and then Goku decides not to fight him because he realizes how smart he is. How powerful he is. So,
That is good. That is good.
like, my character can rewrite reality. How the fuck do you not? There's no way to
That
explain.
sounds like to me about not actually beating.
No, we're not arguing yet. Not arguing yet. But I love your spunk.
Yeah. So, or let's say, I heard what you were about to say, and I know what you're about to say. That sounds like not actually beating him. That sounds like just making Goku not fight him. Fine. Rewrite it so that he's stronger than Goku. He beats Goku because he's stronger than Goku.
You do that too?
He could.
Yeah, that nigga
You enjoy yourself.
I will enjoy. Thank you.
Y'all really want this $25. Okay.
Okay. So for me, for Psyche-K, since I actually know my character's name and actually have history and knowledge of them, I know that he could instantaneously crush all the neurons in Goku's brain, eliminating him from being ever capable of doing anything else in his entire life. And I could list off 100 more reasons as every single way he could manipulate the function. He doesn't exactly, for those of you who don't know, I had to do Google search for my powers. Psyche-K can manipulate the forces that affect the world and the environment around him, which in an argument is rewriting reality is not on such a grand scale. right? And so in anything, he can take so much, any damage you lay on him, he's gonna take. So if it's, oh, a fight from another guy's trying to kill me, yep, there goes his brain, crushed, gone. Let me turn you actually into a little pea-sized ball by using gravity manipulation to crush you down to the size of a pea.
He said
Step on
pea.
it, and that's a wrap, right? So instantaneously, it's gonna be over. And actually, the difference is too. I'll say the argument part. That is my answer as to why my character can be Goku.
Perfect.
All right.
I must make an amendment to what I said. I was wrong. It's called all fiction. He can erase anything from existence forever. And in fiction, which means he can also bring back anything he erased. Yeah, so he can just erase things whenever he wants. Yeah. So I apologize.
That's okay. It's okay. All right.
So Cam, since this is the tiebreaker, you can either boost your argument or you can take down his argument. You can't do either one.
If you slide on one side, we're gonna stop you. They'll tell you to shut up.
Can you explain what boost versus takedown is?
Boost meaning you can
raise your argument higher or try and make his low.
Or you can
Right.
fuck his argument, just like this argument.
Because what I'm going to say is I know nothing about Psyche K, like at all, so there's no way I can attack his argument. So I'm going to boost my argument. Versus Goku, right? In a fight, you can just erase something from existence. Doesn't exist, never existed. That is the ultimate defeating of somebody. Not only have you taken their body, have you taken their mind, you've taken their identity, you've taken their past identity, you've taken their potential for identity in the future. That is complete and utter defeat for somebody. Not only are you no longer existing now, you are never having existed and you will never exist in the future.
Thank God.
Your family will not care about you, your dog won't care about you, your kids won't care about you. I mean, kids are family, but at the same time, there's nothing more defeating than that. Sure, somebody may kill Goku. But if Goku never exists, if Goku has never existed, then he is completely defeated. Not only would Goku no longer be in the show, none of you would even know Goku's name.
I do.
No, you don't. He doesn't exist.
Well, he hasn't gone against Goku yet, has he?
Damn it!
He knows about Goku. Trust me. He's read the manga.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, see, with so much sass, even in the set, like, fuck these people.
I'm going to take hers down.
All right, good luck.
So, because I feel confident how I talked about mine already. So taking down this argument, this is a being who has the ability to erase, correct. To consciously do something, you are at the limitations at the speed of thought. Goku, power scaling wise.
You can't argue against hers.
I'm tearing her down.
Yeah, he's tearing her
Yeah, I'm tearing her
down.
down.
Let him cook.
My bad.
Jesse, we have to cook.
Let him cook.
So I'll actually even give this to you guys. I will present two scenarios. One where, what is this character's name, by the way?
I don't know.
Character X.
Awesome.
Character X knows Goku standing 5 feet in front of him. Yo, you gotta fight this guy. He's trying to kill you. Hey Goku, you gotta fight Character X. He's trying to kill you. He's like, oh, let me erase him. But guess what? The Goku's already blitzed off his head before he can even process the thought to erase him from existence. Because being the limitations of just being a regular being who, if you have the ability to consciously think on what to erase and to bring back, you have to think on how to do that, which means you're bound by the limitations of the speed of the neurons firing in your brain to pursue thought. Goku, power scaling wise, has pursued millions of times faster than the speed of light in Charlie Clark's universe, and instantaneously, right? And let's say character doesn't even know about the fight. If Goku were to, it'd be a surprise fight, this character does not have the durability to withstand anything Goku can dish out. This is the same type of thing we talk about like Light from Death Note. He has the ability to kill someone just by writing their name down. But if you have a character even more capable of stopping this OP ability, which Goku has to stop Character X from doing such a thing, then there is no fight, there is no getting rid of him, because if this is the fight, this man is at a wrap. Character X, whoever it is, I can't talk about anything else about them except that they can just erase things, But in the sense of a fight and taking it down, Goku takes it down for the sheer fact of limitations that Goku does not have.
Okay. Me?
Yeah, go. Oh, nah, go ahead. All right.
Wee.
Raise my arm for one person for each side.
Votes for Cam? Uh-oh. And votes for Axel.
Psychic Kage's powers work.
Psychic Kage's powers work. He has the ability to manipulate the fundamental forces that surround him.
Right.
So, I'm sorry.
The hair clips.
What's that?
With that.
Doesn't he have to take out hair clips?
He doesn't have to.
All right, so I got a cramp.
Hold on. This is what they did last night. Allow that. Oh, Mac.
All right.
Come on.
So, with that said,
I've never seen Dragon Ball.
Just imagine Superman in anime and arguably stronger.
all right. With that said, the winner of the Anime Urami Midwest Champion, your winner, Axel.
Oh, someone has a question.
I have a question.
Someone has a question.
So the prior question about the most useless superpower, right? I'd just like to bring up Meg from Family Guy when they all got superpowers, and her superpower was the ability to grow her fingernails.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, not an anime. Animation, but it's not. It's not Japanese animation. It's either anime or just sparkling animation.
Yeah.
What about the firebenders from the live action Last Airbender?
Last Airbender was not anime. Last Airbender's American, I'm pretty sure. It is a Western show based on Eastern culture.
And personally, for dumbest anime character, I would have said Inosuke. Inosuke from Demon Slayer.
You know, I've never watched Demon Slayer.
But Inosuke
I'm just glad I got the question I got because I couldn't have answered any of the rest of them.
Hey, you know what? I could have listened to you two go for a while.
All right, so.
So think to dodge any attack?
So he didn't have to think, exactly.
Okay,
His body moves
what's the
forward.
range on Psychic K?
Are we still talking about Goku?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to win the debate. I'm like genuinely.
The reason why I'm saying Psychic K is because the ability to manipulate the forces that surround him, and doing so would allow to compensate the lack and difference of power between him and Goku, which allows him to have the durability to defeat Goku, the strength and the speed. And he has telekinetic control. So
Now, in my video for the third day, I addressed it while walking through the con, but I think I should clarify now. The person who runs Anime Midwest has had some hefty allegations thrown at them. Some of them seem to have either gone to court or have been taken more seriously than others, but there are apparently many, many more. Now, as stated earlier, we didn't know about any of that when we had signed up. And knowing now, the question would be, do we go again? And would we be supporting this person if we went? I think it's a very tough decision to make, because it's more than just, oh, go or don't go. It's, you know, don't go and leave the door open for more people like this person to take our place, or go, possibly support them, but be the kind of people that we want to see at these conventions. Between the GF1 members and I think we would go again, because we like to think we're not going there to support the person who runs the thing. We're going there to support the people who attend, to help create a better environment for them. Because until justice can be done, or whatever, these people are going to continue running these events, showing up to these events, taking advantage of at-risk people. At least by showing up and being present, we can be a positive presence there. So again, it's tough, but I think we would go again. I can discuss any of this more if needed or if asked, but that's where my head is, that I think showing up could be a good thing as opposed to not showing up and allowing more bad people or predators or whatever to fill in those spots. So that's where I am. Stay tuned for part 2, which should be coming shortly. Again, bunch of links are going to be in the description. Please check out some of the Gamer Grudge competitors and other people who plugged their stuff. It was a lot of fun, and they were a lot of fun. And yeah, well, bye.